In the village of Kintampo, nestled in Ghana's cocoa-rich Brongohofo region, the sun was more than light, it was life, blessed by Nyam, the sky god. I, Mem Sawa, the village griot, weave this tale of a boy named Kofi, whose curiosity outshone the stars. Kofi was no ordinary child, his laughter rang like cowrie shells, but his heart hungered for wonders. One dawn, as the sun rose over the kola trees, Kofi stood atop the sacred hill, where elders forbade children to linger. The sun's golden edge peaked above the horizon, and Kofi, bold as a young antelope, whispered, "What are you?" He opened his mouth to breathe in the dawn, and a shard of sunlight broke free, slipping down his throat. He choked, eyes wide, as half the sun vanished. Darkness swept Kintampo, thick as palm oil. I found Kofi trembling, his skin glowing faintly. "Mame," he gasped, "I ate the sun." The village awoke to chaos, birds fell silent, the market stilled. Abina, the priestess, declared Kofi a vessel of an ancient spirit, meant to renew the sun by merging with it. To restore light, he must journey to the Ankabra River source, where Nyam first kindled the sun. But the path was guarded by spirits, the moon's veil, the whispering reeds, and the sun's oracle, a blind weaver of fates. Kofi set out at twilight, wrapped in my Kent shawl, its patterns woven with prayers. I, Mem Sawa, followed in spirit, my voice a soft hum in his heart, for a griot's words guide even in shadow. The path to the Ankabra was treacherous, lined with baobab trees that whispered of old betrayals. The moon's veil, a serpent of liquid night, coiled before Kofi. "Sun thief," it hissed, "why steal our light?" Kofi clutched the Kent, his voice steady. "I seek Nyam's river to return it." "Answer this," the veil said. "What gives all, yet takes nothing?" Kofi thought of the sun's warmth on his mother's young fields. "The sun," he said. The serpent parted, but its eyes lingered, hungry. Next came the whispering reeds, spirits of failed seekers, their voices like dry leaves. "Join us," they sang, "or wander forever." Kofi sang back, a tree lullaby I taught him, and the reeds fell silent, swayed by his heart. I, Mem Sawa, smiled, though my old bones ached with worry. At source, Kofi found the sun's oracle, a blind woman weaving light into thread. Her loom glowed, and her voice was soft as dawn. "Kofi, you are both wound and healer. To free the sun, you must become it, but your soul will burn eternal." Kofi wept, a boy of 12 facing a god's burden. I, Mem Sawa, longed to hold him, to sing him to sleep as I had when he was small. But he nodded. "For Kintampo," he said. He stepped into the river, and light erupted from his chest. Fire consumed him, and the sun blazed whole again, rising over the village. Kintampo sang, but I saw Kofi's face in the sun's glow, smiling yet sorrowful. Under Kofi's sun. But strange signs emerged. Crops sprouted overnight, only to wither by noon. Shadows danced, whispering Kofi's name. Children born under the sun had golden flecks in their eyes, like Kofi's. Abina uncovered an ancient Ekam prophecy: when the sun weeps black tears, the eater shall return, not as savior, but as hunger. One day, a solar eclipse darkened Kintampo. The sun's surface dripped liquid shadows, and panic gripped the village. Afia, an orphan bold enough to climb the sacred baobab tree, caught a sunbeam that revealed Kofi trapped in a cycle of burning and starving. I, Mem Sawa, knew the prophecy was unfolding. And heavy. The sun pulsed, splitting into two, Kofi's sun, flickering like a dying ember, and a black sun, a void with a gaping mouth at its core. It devoured light, leaving Kintampo with only 2 hours of day. Rivers dried, crops failed, and villagers sleepwalked toward the horizon, vanishing into shadow. Afia, guided by her vision, led a band of golden-eyed children to the Ankabra source, now a floating island between the twin suns. They faced horrors, the hollow wind, mimicking loved ones' voices to lure them off cliffs, the skinless beast, grazing with exposed bones, and Kofi's shadow, a weeping, half-melted figure guiding them onward. At the island's heart, they found Kofi's core, a cracked, bleeding star. "I can't hold it," his voice echoed. "The hunger grows its own form." The black sun pulsed, batting something monstrous. The Light Eater, a colossal being with moth-like wings tipped with human eyes, Kofi's face stretched across its chest, screaming. "The final sacrifice," it roared. Abina revealed the truth, only a heart pure as Kofi's could end it. Afia climbed the baobab again, weaving a net of sunbeams from her vision. She cast it over Naaminimu, her hands burning. The children sang my lullaby, their voices binding the beast. Afia plunged her hand into its core, pulling out Kofi's heart. Light exploded, consuming Naaminimu. The sun burned whole again, Kofi's face within it, now at peace. Kintampo healed, and I, Memsawa, wove this tale for the children of Kofi, the boy who ate the sun and gave his heart to save it.